Welcome back to my channel, Free Money, where I go over different articles and resources for small businesses out there. This channel is dedicated to small businesses primarily who are looking for grants. A lot of them have issues accessing capital. There are a lot of grants available, and I do get a lot of notifications about different kinds. And so I create a channel just to focus on that primarily. And for this video, I wanted to go over a couple things. I do get a lot of comments. I'm not going to show it just to for privacy reasons. Nevertheless, I do get questions all the time as to, hey, is this grant available in my state? Hey, can I apply for this? And so on. I want to mention a couple things. A lot of those grants, they are for specific business categories. Other times, they are for a specific state, a specific county, or a specific city. And you have a deadline or a timeline that you have to file this grant. So it's very prudent that you read the actual grant. I do post the links in the description of my videos. So hopefully somebody is, when you click on it to read all the requirements that are needed in order to be deemed qualified for that particular grant. The other thing too, I've created a questionnaire for you guys who have questions, who, if you want me to look up for different grants, there are a couple information I would need in order to do so. One, I would need to know what state are you in, what county, and the city that you're in. Now, I've made the state and city kind of, it's a requirement. The county is optional, but I think I'm going to make that requirement as well because some grants are specific for a county and some are specific for a city. And sometimes it's one or the other, sometimes it's both. Or it's for the state. So this, because you're in a county, doesn't mean the city within that county will be eligible. Some counties exclude certain cities. So that's why I'm asking that question, just so I know some information as to, okay, what state I need to look at. And then you have the business category. That also gives me an idea, okay, what kind of business do you own? Is it a women-owned, veteran, Black, Hispanic, Asian, just simply a minority, small business, or other? There are a lot of other business categories out there. The reason why that's important is because a lot of time the grants that I see put priority for certain business categories. Sometimes it can be a veteran owned only grant. Sometimes it can be a Hispanic owned only grant, or Black owned, Asian owned, and so on. So it's very important for me to get that information just so I can figure out, okay, what do I need to look at? There are other organizations that give out grant specific for certain type of groups to try to meet some sort of equity goals they might have. And then the other question is, how long has your business been in operation? Sometimes there are some requirements for the grants where you have to be in operation for at least 3 years. Others, it's at least 5 years. And some, they want you to be in operations at 1 year or less. The grants are different. They are all over the place. There's not one shoe that fits all. But those are some of the basic information that I need in order to figure out how to get some information and provide you those resources so you can apply. I go back and forth for this question, email address to send the grant information, and I'll tell you why. For the time being, it's not required, so it's up to the individual who wants to leave their email address for me to send them that information. Now, I'm not sure how exactly. Maybe I did put in a link or some sort of video, and I'm just showing you a couple answers that I received recently. I see that somebody is in Springfield, Mass, and then Georgia, and then South Carolina. Now, I can go and look for those information, and let's just say I was able to find a grant in Columbia, South Carolina for a women-owned business who's been in operation for less than a year or about a year. What do I do with that information afterwards? Well, the primary thing I'll be doing is to do a video on those grants. What I was thinking of doing originally, my thought was I'll compile those information and then I'll just go line by line and make a video for different states, different cities, and the grants are available. Put that in the description, and boom, go, done. However, I don't know who sent me this request, and so the video that I'll be making is for general consumption, and I can't send that person the information. I go back and forth whether or not I'm asking too much information just due to privacy. I don't want to infringe upon that. I want for you to feel comfortable. If you want to leave your email address, then I would be able to send you the grant information if I find some for you. So I kind of want to go over some of those information in order for the businesses out there, if you're leaving your information as to what I'm doing with it. I'm not selling it to anybody. I'm not going to sell you anything either. I am doing okay in my personal life. This is something that I encounter a lot of times where businesses are looking for funds. They may not be able to get it at the bank, but there are a lot of grants that I see every single day. I thought I would share it with others. So that's primarily it for this video. I just want to go over that. I'll put the link to the survey or form, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully you guys can answer those questions. If you feel comfortable, just leave your message, your email, and I'll be able to send you a message with the information that I find. And on that note, I want to say again, thank you for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos, but please share this with other folks as well. So if somebody is in Georgia, you see a grant in Georgia, you may not be eligible, but send that to somebody that you know that's there, then they might be able to apply. And there's one for farmers. I don't know who are farmers. I did share with a couple people who I thought, but it seems that wouldn't be the case. But a lot of people that are farm inspired. So that's something you can apply for, $10,000 and so on. So there are a lot of grants. Check out my other videos. But the last thing is those grants don't stay around for very long. Usually it's about 15 to 30 days. After that, the grant is closed or until funding runs out. Thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I wish you a wonderful afternoon. Have a good one.